Good morning and welcome to another Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. Today I thought we would use some of our delightful designer series papers, some of which are from our celebration offer, which ends tomorrow night at 10:59 p.m. So I thought I would just use these up and make some cards. I've got my layouts from various Facebook groups that I'm on, and I've just penciled them in a card shape, and then I will use those as a rough guide because you can always adapt things like card layouts and that. So let's get crafting. So the papers I'm going to use today, the papers I'm going to show you today are softly stippled ones, which are 12 by 12, but these have been cut down into card layers. So we've got this one, a lovely smushed paint effect on the back, very subtle roses with a material effect on the back, some stems and flowers with another smushed paint that looks like wild wheat, one of our 20, 23, 25 in colours. We've got this one. Hang on, I just realised I haven't plugged my mobile in, so we might lose power. Let's just do that. Right. And then on the back, we've got another material effect. Got this lovely one of leaves with the blue on the back, and then this one with the peachy orange on the back. It looks like Calypso coral. Also, we have the most adored papers, which are gold embossed, or they've got bits of gold on. So we've got this one with hearts on the back, gold hearts with pig checked on the back. This one's lovely, gold flowers with white hearts and red background. Crisscross in gold with pink hearts on the background, and this one's lovely, swirly gold with red on the background, and another nice one, little flowers and hearts with a pink swirly on the background. Now this one has been very, very popular with my customers. It is the Flight and Airy papers. So you can see they've got lovely colours in them. And the many birds. We've got a lovely boho blue on the back. This one you can easily fussy cut that out. And then you've got that as a background. This is gorgeous. Flowers and stems with different birds on the background. Oops, they're upside down. More birds. Oh, that's gorgeous. That looks like fresh freesia. Some more flowers. Oh, and some more birds. Now I have seen these cut out with circles, fussy cutted out, and then background, yeah, that one. And then this is the final one with a nice neutral background. Also, we have the sunny days. So a lovely cherry one with a nice striped, diagonal striped background. This is the sun, lots of little suns with flowers, big bold flowers on the background. This is butterflies in crushed curry with strawberries on the background. Rainbows with, that must be shaded spruce flowers on the background. Poppy Parade flowers with petal pink background. And this is lovely because you've got the clouds and you've got the rain. So you could cut it along there or add a ribbon. And then on the back, we've got clouds. And finally, one that is really, really popular because we have the matching dies and stamps in our mini catalogue. Just look them. Here we go. This is the Trusty Tools stamps and dies. So obviously the dies, you can cut out some of these shapes, or else you can cut them out yourself. So we've got tools with a nice bluey green background, screwdrivers with a, that looks like grey granite background. This is lovely. Tape measure with brown and lighter brown dots. 2 hammers, which reminds me of the Pink Floyd song, Another Brick in the Wall, where you've got the hammers walking across the screen. And then this has got loads of different screw heads and nuts and bolts on. And then another one with tools on. So it's slightly different. Yes, they are they're slightly different. You can see that one's different to that one. And then a nice bold red stripe with screws and bolts on the background. Okay, so today I thought I would use the softly stippled ones. I know some people like these, but sometimes there's papers that you're just not quite keen on. But while I wouldn't use these sides, I can do so much more with these ones. So first card I'm going to show you is one made using 4 strips. So I think I'm going to choose that one and that one. That one. See how it goes. We might use 3 strips. So it's my card base. So I'm going to do a very, very simple card. So I've already cut my card base, and it's going to be a portrait one. So I'm just going to burnish the fold so it sits flatter. Now, as you see, these are slightly bigger as a matte layer, but 12 by 12, if you cut at 6 inches, you can get near enough 3 matte layers out of it, and you only lose just that little tiny bit at the top. So this is going to be my card, and I'm also going to be using a different sentiment as well. So let's cut some of these strips down. So I think one of them about so big, which is roughly 4 centimeters. So I want one at 4. By 10. That's right, that'll go on there. So that'll go there. I need 4 centimeters off of that one, because I'm going to overlap it. And then this one, I'm going to cut 4 centimeters going down. Oops, over there. 4 centimeters going down because I want a long edge. And then that needs to be 10. think I'm just working out 10.5 take 4 is 6.5. Here we go. No, I think I think that will go. And then I need another 4 here. What size was that one? Let's do that the same. So I'm going to have one there and one there. And then we need another one of these. How was that one again? It was 6. And I'm going to pick, I think I could just check which way I wanted to go. No, I want to keep that bit there because that's really different. And that will go like that. Hang on, let's just see what I think of that. I think I am going to trim these down slightly. It's not giving me a nice, my OCD likes to have a nice border the same as the other bits. So let's just leave that one like that. See, I'm changing it as I'm crafting. There, that looks nicer. That does. So there's that one. And then in the middle, I think I'm going to have... I've got this stamp set, heartfelt hexagons, that comes with a hexagon punch that I put somewhere on my desk. Here it is, under my papers. And this is the stamp set that's in the celebrations. So they've changed it to have Mother's Day, something for Dad, love you more, hello, and thinking of you this Easter. Okay, so I'm going to put, just have a think, I'm going to do it. So I think I'm going to do, I hope your love, I hope your day is filled with joy. Now we have 2 outline stamps as well. So I think I'm going to go for this one. So the easiest way to try and get it to match up with your hexagon in the punch is to put it on your mat and then add your stamping block to it. Excuse me. So on a scrap of paper, that's the wrong type of paper. I want this one. On a scrap of basic white cardstock. I'm going to stamp this using Calypso Coral. Should be Calypso Coral. Just double check my colours. It is Calypso Coral. So I've got my stamping pierce mat, so I can stamp my images onto it with some padding behind it. So I want to do one like that. And I think I'm going to try it with the wild wheat. So I'm using my Stampin' Scrub and the mist. Oops, let's try it a bit better than that. And wild wheat, which actually is a dull gold colour. So last week we got ink everywhere, so close the lids up. So we're going to stamp another one here. And then I'm going to alternate with the, let me get another stamp block out. So, whoops. And hope your day is filled with joy. So I need to stamp them this way around. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to alternate the colours. So we can have the, you can't see, have the wild wheat one in the Calypso Coral outline. And then the, oh, that's Flirty Flamingo. Whoops. Should we stamp that again? That's a darker one. Let's go back. On that one. Whoops, whoops. Is that going to be near enough? Let's stamp it again. It's quite near the edge. Let's just check if it will punch out okay. Oh, it will do. It will do. So let's do the words. Give it a quick clean. Oops. And use the wild wheat one. Like so. Those to one side. Now to punch them out. And I find it's easier to hold it and then ease it through and line it up like so, and then gently squeeze it until you're happy with where it's lined up, and then punch it. Now this one I've got to cut a bit off. So I'm going to do the same again with this one, line it up. Now I do not have much to line it up with. So what I can use is a post-it note, which they were here. There's a post-it note on the edge, and that now gives me something to hold on to. So as before, line it up gentle squeeze. Morning, Lisa. Nice to see you joining us. Let me know if you're crafting along as well. So I've got my 2. So let's stick these down. I've moved my camera nearer my mat, and it's not giving me quite as much space to craft on. So let's put this in here. Put one there. Now that should fit in there, like so. And that will go, whoops, like that. I need to move over a little bit, whoops. This is what's good with this multi-purpose glue, is that you can move it around. So stick these down. Like so. This one. Like so. There we go. And then which one is best? I think we're going to go for this one. Now what I want to do is I want to add something to the back of it. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to show you another technique. So I'm going to punch it out, go this way around, and then I'm going to cut it in half that way. So cut in half across the middle. This is very useful if you are using punches or dies and you don't have one that's slightly larger. You can then stick that to the back there and that one to the back there, and it just gives it that little border. So a little bit of glue. And I think we're just going to give it a little border. Like so. And do that bend. Like so. And then we can stick that using dimensionals onto our card. So you see I've got a very thin line where the paper hasn't gone, but that's fine. And one in the middle. So let's just take these off. Oops. Stick. So put this on there. And there's a very, very, very basic card, but we've used designer series paper to give it a pattern. The next one I'm going to show you is one that you can use in the punch. I'm going to have a piece of I'm going to see what colour what we've got left in papers. Got these. So I'm thinking if we use these three, and I need a. I'm going to do a. Wild wheat background, okay? This one is the card. That one out and that. Get that card out. Let's use. Let me just grab the wild wheat. That'll give a nice contrast. So I'm going to do a standard matte layer size, which is 10 by 14.3. So that'll go on my card base, like so. Now, we're going to punch out hexagons with this. So, start off with 2 for me. Oops. So I'm just going to lay them on. So another 3. And the other one, so 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to line these up as best as we can with a gap between them. Out of the way. Put that one there and that one there. Right. And then we fill in this other one. Like so. And there's this one's got a bit of a flat end there, but that doesn't matter because we can squeeze it in. I think I might use the other side as well. That can go there. I need another piece. Oh, we could use this as well. put those out. That's better than that. That can go there. So that can go up there. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to stick it down, including the bits that overlap, and then we'll cut those off, and then we can use those to infill. So have them like that. Lay it out again, so it's symmetrical. In fact, I might take that bit off because I'm going to raise the bit there. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. And remember, on the edge ones, don't go all the way over because we will need to cut some bits off. Let's just use that as a spacer to space these two. Like so. A bit more glue that side. That's it. And a little bit. So now what I'm going to do, I know I need a gap. I'm going to put it on there. And I'll just lay these on. Because now I can see where I need the bits to go. So, and then that bit, I need a bit up there. Like so. So see how you build it up. Now you can do this with most shapes, triangles, squares, like so. Just because that one's not in the middle there. Right. And then carefully, I'm going to turn it over. And then I'm going to cut these bits off. Let's check I haven't moved it slightly. That's stuck. So a bit. And then this one. I've got glue on my scissors, but I can clean that off using isopropanol, which is rubbing alcohol. Right, so we now need to fill in these gaps. So get a little bit there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in half. And add them like so. Whoops. A bit like so. Now I'm going to have to leave these to dry just a little bit longer. Let's turn it round. Cut this in half. Like so. A little bit there. There we go. So I'm just going to let those dry a bit. Shift it on slightly. And we're going to do our sentiment. So I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to use the wild wheat. Wild wheat there. With a bit of black. So I'm going to just clean my stamp again. But instead of having it like we did the other one, the sentiment going that way, we now want the sentiment to go that way. So there's my bit of card. Here we go. Right. So let's stamp our sentiment. Like so. And then this time we're going to use the sentiments. Let's do one for the dads. And this is a rubber one. Let's get rid of that. And mount this one up. So remember I said that I stick the label onto the block first, because I have trouble lining them up, and then peel this off, peel the backing off the stamp, and laying it on, and then lining it up like so. So it's all lined up neatly. So let's just get this one up. Do a test piece because it's a brand new stamp. Yeah. In the middle. And then what else have we got any little? Right, we have these gorgeous little don't know what you'd call them. They're those which I put at the top and bottom there. So stick it on there. Now I will give this a clean beforehand because it is a photopolymer one, and they do tend to pick up stuff during manufacture. But we will test it again to see if it's inking properly. Yeah, that is nice. So I can see it like so, and then one at the bottom like so. And then we're going to punch it out. Like so. Now what I am going to do, where's the bit I had before? I'm actually going, so I could raise this up on there and then stick this straight onto the card, but I'm going to emboss it just to give it just that bit extra. So let's cut these off. These bits can go, they're not worth saving. So that's all the edges done. So as I said, I could let's just do my card base. So I could stick it like that, and then the sentiment, and then the sentiment on top of it. So you could either stick it like that or raise it up. And I'm going to emboss this. So I'm thinking, because it's got some nice patterns, just simple one. So on our on our exclusives, they've got basic 3D embossing folders. So one of them is a nice cross-hatched one. One they call flowers, but I think they look like stars, which we used last week. And then the other one is dots. So I'm thinking the cross-hatched one. Like so. Change my plates on my cut and emboss machine. And remember, when using your embossing papers, you need to put the folded end in first. Hang on, my cardstock's all falling down. You need to put it with the fold going through first, because if not, you end up having an air lock, and then it will split your folder. So you can see I've now added some texture to it, as well as having the textured papers. And I've got a bit of a glue smudge there, so using my adhesive rubber, just going to take that off. So you can stick this on. like so. And then we'll stick our sentiment on. Oops. And stick that on like so. So these are the 2 cards I have made today to show you how you can use up scraps of designer series paper or little bits you got over. As you can see, they look very effective. They do. And I haven't got time to do another card, but just wanted to remind you that the celebration offers end tomorrow night at 10:59. So for every £45 you order through my shop, which I'll just put the link on here, you can get to choose one of these 6 papers, I think it is. I showed you 5 or 6 papers. And then the punch and the heartfelt hexagons bundle is available in our mini catalogue. And then the other stamps that I used, the heartfelt hellos, is another celebration product. So next week I'm going to be doing a live, but in 2 weeks' time there won't be a live because being part of Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, they do an annual conference